Alright traders, welcome to another daily live stream on ChartsEmpire Trading Academy. We are going to navigate the market as usual. This is what we do daily, 12 p.m. daily. Yeah. So let's share the live stream in the community. Right. Okay. Let's walk through the market together. And then we have our charts. Let's see what we are doing on our hand right here. Okay, on the GBP paired against the USD, I'm currently monitoring these assets. I'm supporting a bullish move. On the British pound sterling, I'm supporting a bullish swing to the upside, but we still need to wait patiently to see what this week has to offer. Right, this might be a trade for next week. Yes, this might be a trade for next week. So we are still monitoring this asset to see how far we can go. Right, but based on what I see, there's a higher tendency for the bulls to defend these structural zones of the 1.3. Yes, 1.3. Right, AUD paired against this USD are I cannot see a strong technical bullish setup yet on AUD paired against the USD. I mean AUD paired against the USD, there is no bullish setup detected yet. New Zealand USD price is still struggling, nothing yet. USD CAD price is still trading into the potential supply zones, nothing yet on the day chart. The bulls are still active. USD Swiss, I do not like this bullish swing. It's a weak bullish swing. USD Yen, well, I can see the bulls are still defending actions on the USD Yen. Let's go to the other assets, and let's go to my personal price chart. Right, okay, I took a trade on Bunk USDT futures trading Bunk, and on Bunk I'm currently in profit. For those who missed the trade, they can take another entry now or add into their entry. So Bunk, I'm still going on Bunk. Cotton is still struggling. Cotton is seriously struggling, still coming down. Coffee as well, still struggling. Right, let's go to gold. Gold, we are still having a kind of a head and shoulder chart pattern going on the 4-hour chart. On the day chart, we can see consolidation. Is this week gonna form a gravestone doji star? If this week can result into a gravestone doji star, then it's an indication of a bearish sentiment building up. Silver is pulling down drastically, and for those who are trading silver, you have to take note of the key level at the price of the 32.05/32.5. right, this level is very important. You have to take note of that. And for those who prefer to connect the 2-point swings in the market, you can connect your trend line all the way up to see how price react to this confluence zones. Right, so that's what I see on the silver. right? We keep on going. Let's go to the DXY to see the strength of the USD. The DXY, based on what we have, price is currently trading at the supply zones on the market. In the price chart of this market, we have supply at the zones of the 103.9/104.2. so this is the supply zones, right? GU, I told you what we have on GU. There's a bullish sentiment building up on GU, and I support the bullish swings on GU, right? Take note of the falling channel we have on the 4-hour chart. This channel has to be taken out before we start looking out for strong bullish entries. But for now, those who are in the bullish entry are playing the aggressive entry. So if you are playing the aggressive entry, you reduce your position size because the bull trend is yet to be confirmed based on the market structure on the 4-hour chart. Euro pair against the USD, I'm supporting a bullish swings on Euro pair against the USD, but I'm still waiting for a pushback. I told VIPs in my community how I made an aggressive entry. So if you are in the community, you should know my entry by now. And I told my members I'm looking out for a slightly pushback so that I can acquire more position at a lower price level. That is on Euro pair against the USD. But currently I'm in a long position and I implemented the aggressive entry. And I got in at a lower price level, right? AUD paired against the USD. Nothing realistic right there. Price is still struggling to validate this zone as a demand. That is the price of the 0.66258. New Zealand paired against the USD. We are still struggling at the liquidity zone. So let's see if this liquidity zone can serve as a strong demand zone. USD Canada, we are still trading into supply zones. So for those who are in a long position, should be looking out to to close their long position on USD CAD, right? USD yen, we are currently at a supply zones on the in the market. So those who are in this trade gotta be very careful, right? So we can just move this, right? So we update our supply zones. So price is currently trading at the supply zone on the USD paired against the JPY. USD Swiss, I do not like this price chart. There isn't much liquidity on this price chart, so this is why I'm very careful. But instead, I'm waiting for price. If price can give us a push, I mean a kind of a push whereby we have a push all the way down. If we can see a push all the way down to the structural zones of the 0.85204, then that would be a nice entry for us to look out for maybe possible bullish continuation to the upside. So that is what I'm expecting on the USD paired against the Swiss. So you can all let me know your views if you think USD Swiss is going to rocket all the way to the supply at 0.88461, or maybe it should push back all the way to the 0.847 so that we can acquire this asset at a lower price level, right? So that is what I'm still expecting on the USD paired against the Swiss, but currently I'm doing nothing on the USD paired against the Swiss. USD Singaporean dollar, let's check it out for our Singaporean brothers. So we are still currently at a supply zone. So currently right now, what I can see on the lower time frame, there is a kind of a pattern supporting a bullish continuation, right? So I think this is for intraday traders. This is a bullish setup for intraday traders on the USD Singaporean dollar. Now we have the USD yuan. The USD yuan as well, I can see consolidation going on at this medium. That is this medium structures right here. Consolidation is currently going on at this medium. So not until price can break out of this consolidation phase, we shouldn't be looking out for anything long or short on the USD yen. That is for traders who trade the USD yen, right? This is for our Chinese currency. And we move to the South African rand. South African rand is a pushback, a push out to a previous supply zone, and this supply is still holding for price. So we see expecting rotation back to the downside. All right, let's check on the switch paired against the JPY. The switch paired against the JPY, this is how you should have your chart. So right now, those who are in the long entry should trail their profit, and then those who are looking out for possible entry should wait for price to make a retest to the broken supply zone, which acts at the price of the 172.150. So this level is a point of interest for those who want to long on the switch paired against the JPY. All right. Now let's check on the AUD paired against the JPY. AUD paired against the JPY, based on what I'm seeing right now, price is kind of showing us a kind of state of confusion. So if you are in this market for a trade, this is what you need to have right now on your price chart. So on your price chart, you need to have this kind of a descending trend line. This descending trend line should be your guiding light. For as long this descending trend line hold price, there's still hope. There's for as long this descending trend line holds up price, there is still hope for AUD, right? But price shouldn't break through the higher low swings in this market. This is the last higher low swings, and the higher low swings. Once price rotates into this higher low swings, this market has higher tendency to go in a confused or in a choppy market. So that's what we have on the AUD paired against JPY, right? All right. But for as long the descending trend line still hold price as a bullish technical bar, there's still expectation for price to navigate to the upside. I'm not so much a fan of this type of trade because I always look out for volume. The kind of volume I have right here, I'm not comfortable to be in a position. New Zealand paired against the yen, just like what I stated on AUD pairs against the yen. The New Zealand against the yen is still in a sideways market, right? Now let's check the Canada paired against the JPY. Canada paired against the JPY. I'm not a fan of this type of trades right here. I'm not a fan of them. I want a kind of a trendy market. If it's not trending, it should be at the point of high reversal or zones. Euro yen, I'm not a fan of this. GBP yen, no. GBP Canada is on my watch list. Let's see how this ascending trend line can, how long it can go to hold price. Let's see how long it can go to hold price. So we have the rising trend line. All right, let's see if this rising trend line and the demand below can still hold price up, right? But just take note, failure for these demand zones and the rising trend line to hold price, if price can break through this level right here, this will be a strong technical short setup for traders in the market, right? So just pay attention to what we have on the British pound sterling paired against the Canada. This could still lead into next week. This week will be a trade for confirmation next week, but it would be nice if we can see price breaking out of this demand and this rising trend line, whereby we have a breakthrough, a retest, and then to the downside, right? So this would be a kind of a nice trade setup, and this would be a swing, a nice swing trade setup for swing traders, right? GBP paired against the New Zealand still in an uptrend rally, but I'm not a fan of this setup. British pound sterling paired against the Australian dollar British pound sterling paired against the Australian dollar. Its price is currently approaching a technical supply zone in the market. Can see strong supply. We could have supply if price should tag these zones of the 1.96640. So those who are trading or longing British pound sterling paired against the Australian dollar should get ready right now to trade some profit or close their trade in profit if they are long in a long position. So British pound sterling paired against the switch is still going through the confused state. This is what we have right here. We are still having a lot of confusion, so we need price to break through out of this range medium before we can actually decide or have an idea of the direction of this currency pair. Maybe it's going to the upside or to downside. So for as long price still go through this range medium right here, it is very difficult to trade the British pound sterling paired against the Swiss. Right now, let's check the euro paired against the British pound sterling. Euro paired against the British pound sterling is still finding support. We still have our first bottom and our second bottom. So the best way to play this asset right there, I think it would be when price can close out of this low high swing, which is going to be our neckline if we can see rotation to the upside, right? So for now, for as long price stays trade under this low high swing, based on the nature of this currency, we all know it belongs to the minor currency pairs, and there tend to be a lot of whipsaw or manipulations, no upper highs, long upper highs or long upper shadow and long lower shadow. So this tend to tend to result into what we call whipsaw in the market. So you have to be very careful right here. And then let's check the weekly chart. Anyways, on the weekly chart, we can still see we have a technical demand zones below, which is still holding as a support for price. So we can construct this right here to know, okay, We still have a demand zone below, which is currently holding price. So right here, if we are going to be looking out for an entry here, we have to see an obvious volume, giving us a strong indication that yes, there's a possibility for this downtrend to be reversed. But currently right now, I'm here to see a strong bullish sentiment. But anyways, based on what we are seeing, we are still seeing the bulls are not yet giving up. Europe against the Canada. Europe against the Canada price is still going through a kind of low high swing transformation, low high swings. We still have these bullish swings under the influence of the last low high swings in this market. So in this type of market right there, whereby I can tend to see low high swings and a possible low high swing to a demand zones in the market, wouldn't want to be active in this type of market, right? Not until I can easily identify the direction of the trend. Maybe trend is going to break to the upside before we start going to the next supply level or demand level in the market. So based on what I have right here, I'm not a fan of getting into a trade at this zone right here. No, not a fan. Based on what I'm seeing, right? Based on what I'm seeing from the swings, we have a equal highs. Equal highs does indicate a state of balance between buyers and sellers in the market, and the low highs represents selling prayer becoming stronger. You can see we still have a what possible low high swings right there, so there might be a rotation to the downside, right? So this is where I'm very careful right here. I am not looking out for any trade entry on the Europe against the Canada. All right, let's see how far it can go. We have better currency pairs ahead, better other currencies I can check out. Europe against the New Zealand, no, I'm not a fan of this. Europe against the Australian dollar, no, I can't see something reliable right here. Europe against the Swiss, all right, I can't see something realistic. And the AUD paired against the Canada, this price is still trying to break through the demand zone. So for as long price fail to break through this demand zone, we should see expect a kind of a choppy market goes up. All right, but anyways, we can see how the sellers are becoming weaker because we can see low high swings, low high swings, low high swings. So it's a price in strong bearish close right of indecision, right? So this is why I'm very careful when it comes to trading minor currency pairs. I must see an obvious strong technical reason for me to take a trade. Without that, you're going to be stuck in that kind of a minor trade setup for weeks or even months, right? So trading minor currency pairs, I'm always very careful. Only if I can see volume, huge volume, strong confirmation on the higher time frame, right? So minor currency pairs are not my type of thing right now. Not my type of thing. Canada switch, no. Right, let's go to the index markets. S&P 500. We are seeing an uptrend rally. We have our higher low swings and the potential higher low swings. We are still having a retracement. There could still be more continuation to the upside because we are yet to see a strong reversal technical bar on the higher time frame, such as the weekly. We are still yet to see reversal technical bar. So let's check on the US 30. US 30, the pin bar which formed yesterday is still holding up for price, and there might be a higher possibility for price to still swing all the way up before it's gonna give us a low high swing if it wants to switch the uptrend markets to a downtrend, right? So based on what I have on the US 30 right now, there's still higher tendency for bulls to set in to push the price all the way more up, right? So for those who are looking out for short right now, I think at this zone you shouldn't be looking out for short. And they take note of the last retest we have on the 10th of October 2024, how it led into a bullish rally. Likewise, take note of these peaks which acted as a supply for price. Price broke this supply on the 10th of October, on the 9th of October. Currently we are having a retest. So you gotta be very careful. These current zones of actions, it's a strong technical level that could act as demand for the bullish swings in this market, right? So that is what I see on US 30. Not until price break through this level, we shouldn't be expecting for downtrends in this market, right? So this is what I can see on the US 30. On US 30, on the day chart, we still have a strong technical setup, and on the weekly chart, let's wait to see what this week has to offer. If I were you, on Friday, I think it's not one of the best time to take trade. I think it's one of the days you have to just get away from the market so that the weekly bar can be formed, and then you study the weekly bar during the weekend. right? So Nasdaq, still a kind of a confused state market, nothing realistic right here, just going through up and down. But there might be a trade right here for day traders or scalpers. But as a swing trader right here, I have no reason to be in this market because this is a kind of market which the trend is difficult for me to analyze, right? So that is what I have on the US 30, right? So today is Friday. Take your time, be careful, right? Exercise patience, right? So I'm still holding on to some of my trade, right? So more information to be disclosed in the Telegram group. If you are yet to join us, you can use the link in the description of this video to join us on Telegram, right? I will see you in the next one. GU, I support a bullish swing, and the EU, I support a bullish swing, right? See you in the next one. Peace.